JCPS officially voted to implement the updated school safety plan in a special meeting last night. A unanimous vote put the plan into place after multiple meetings, including a community town hall. There's two new types of positions: school safety administrators, one in every middle and high school, to build relationships with students and handle safety issues like social media threats. And then there's the school safety officers. They would be armed law enforcement officers, 30 people focusing on 3 to 7 schools in a geographic area surrounding a high school. The plan will cost about $7.2 million annually today. Now, Grace McKenna spoke to school board members more about what a day will look like for an SSO. She tells us why even members who voted for the proposal are skeptical.
Officers will end up spending a lot of their day in their cars driving in between schools, and that's something that school board members expressed issue with, saying it will hinder their ability to keep everyone safe.
Despite a unanimous yes, JCPS's new school safety plan is still a compromise.
They're not going to be walking into each individual building and just walking around roaming the hallways.
30 armed SSOs will be assigned to clusters. District officials say they're still working with security personnel to decide which schools will be in each group. In one example, Ballard High is in the center with surrounding schools each a few minutes away. From one side of the cluster to another, SSOs would have to drive about 15 minutes.
I don't know that they're going to be close enough to the action, like what happened yesterday at PRP.
Metro Council President David James, a former police officer, says the plan is better than nothing, but he would rather see officers in every school combined with restorative justice programs.
We talk about community-oriented policing all the time, and now you're removing the police officer from the, quote, community.
Each middle and high school will have a safety administrator to monitor threats and connect with students. James is skeptical about how effective that will be.
Another victim for a police officer to come rescue.
The district says the officers will be a step in the right direction, an improvement to security and safety. They need to hire 15 more, and amid the law enforcement shortages, Pollio said one for every school would have been an even bigger challenge.
I don't see any time in the near future at all, based upon staffing, that we would be able to have 155 police officers.
To motivate experienced candidates, James says the district will have to pay well, something board members say they're committed to.
JCPS still needs to hire 15 more security personnel for a total of 30 to staff the clusters. In Louisville, Grace McKenna, WHAS 11 on your side.
The district plans to have the school clusters set by the beginning of the next school year. They say they'll be working with existing security team as well as principals and families to come up with a plan.